Hello and welcome to a rather misty transfer pass as we leave and head off towards Forsaken Airfield. Something I feel like I've been talking about doing for a long time. But now on episode 29 or something, and I don't know, where are we up to? Day 100 and something? Low hundreds. Between 100 and 110, I haven't checked. It feels like I've been doing this, been building towards this for ages. But we're finally going, and I'm still debating what I'm going to do exactly, because what I want to get done is the tails. It's a really good way of getting around some of the regions kind of organically, following the story without just randomly deciding to go somewhere. But also I could hang around and do a bit time in Forsaken Airfield. I could go across to Sundered Pass and get the camera. All of these increase the risk of me dying, because Forsaken Airfield is basically a massive open space, a massive open kind of centre of a map, and then with loads of stuff around the edges. And you can freeze to death very easily. You can get stuck with that really annoying glimmer fog. There's all kinds of interesting and entertaining ways you can die there. And Sundered Pass, where the camera is, on the top of the mountain, spoiler alert by the way, is just an absolute nightmare. It's freezing cold, really, really cold. It's full of horrible wolves. I don't think you come across any timber wolves on the way to getting the camera, but there's still a lot of wolves, a lot of climbing. It's just not conducive to surviving for very long. And I know the tails takes you there at the end, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just wait till I get to the tails. Oh, that might be a good screenshot. We'll have it. So this is the dilemma I face. I want to complete the tails. So doing that seems like the right thing to do. But at the same time, I want to do different regions, and it takes that long to get out to the Forsaken Airfield and to the other regions that it feels a bit of a waste of good use of, not as good a use of time as I could by going there, grabbing the radio and coming back again, which is what I know I've said I was going to do. So this is the stop running away. So this is the plan. This is, well, not the plan. This is what I'm thinking. You know what? We'll worry about it when we come back. We're not short of food. In fact, I think I've got a tiny little bit, all 76 calories left of one of the rabbits I cooked last night. So yeah, so that's my current thinking. My current thinking is, I don't know. That's about as much as I can say. If I don't freeze to death on the way, and it's a very long walk, if I don't freeze to death on the way to the airfield, warm up in here? No, I'll just get colder slowly. We'll probably decide when we're there. I'm realising I'm carrying a hammer all the way out there. If I find a hammer, if I find a hammer out there, I will bring the hammer all the way back again, because I'll just leave it in Broken Railroad. If I don't find a hammer out in Forsaken Airfield, I will bring the one that I've got with me all the way back again, because I want to be able to forge stuff, and I don't want to be trotting around looking for hammers all the time. I'm sure it's not the only one I've found. I think I left one out in Desolation Point. I guess I've got space. It's not like it's a big hassle. I've got at least 3 kilograms before I'm overweight, and another at least 10 before I start losing the ability to run. Which I will now do for a bit. was hoping to get some good screenshots for thumbnails from up here, but I guess I'm just going to get missed, which is a bit annoying. Oh, what's this? No, that's not the cave. There's a cave somewhere. I don't think it's this early though. Yeah, that's not much of a view. I know there's a way of goating down, I think it's over there, but there's two reasons why I don't do it. One, I don't trust myself. I don't want to die falling down a rock or get stuck, because that really would be the definition of dying stupidly. I also know that you can get rabbits and maybe a deer from the little cabins that are up ahead. I'm going to warm up in here for a bit, and they're really good to pick up on the way back when you leave Forsaken Airfield. So I like to go that way, so they're there for me rather than picking them up on the way out. I like to pick them up when they're cured. We'll have that. We'll have that. Lovely. Warming up, thank goodness. Anything else? Any more coal? Any wood? Anything? No, but we'll take that coal because I bought some with me. 10, that's more than enough. I picked up all my bits so I can make another bow, I can make some more arrows, I can do some what's the word? I can do some forging if I need to. Have I got enough to fix that? I do. I need to fix that. So yeah, we're all good. Nice. We're warmed up. It's still really misty. We've got loads of energy. So I'll tell you what, we'll have these. I really hope I find a flask. I could do with a flask, because one of the things about the far territories is they're all cold. I mean, they've all got their unique dangers. I think Forsaken Airfield, the danger is getting lost in the middle of that massive frozen lake and just wandering around in circles. When the glimmer fog comes down, or when the whiteout like this comes down, that's probably the main risk. There's not timber wolves, there's bears and moose, there's all normal standard kind of dangers, but I think the main one is the fact that it's just that massive open space in the middle, and if the mist comes down when you're out in the middle of it, you can die wandering around in circles, because quite often it's too windy to light a fire. Even if you've got some coal, there's not enough places. You're very lucky if you find a place where you can light a fire if it's windy. So basically I think that's the unique kind of threat. The threat in the zone of contamination is the contamination. There's those manky wolves that you can't eat, that can infect you if they bite you. There's all the kind of there's the mine. That's a bit of a unique threat. There's all the, I mean, the gas and stuff isn't unique because you come across that in Blackrock, but only in the mine, whereas I suppose it is out in the open in the Zoc. Always feels ridiculous referring it as the Zoc, but the ZOC seems a bit clumsy. And then Sundered Pass, I guess there's nothing unique about the threats in Sundered Pass, except cold. I think it's the coldest region. I might be wrong, but I think it's the coldest region. That could be a screenshot. So yeah, I can't remember why I started saying that now. But anyway, that's where we're going. Looking forward to it. Now, there are sometimes, we're getting quite close now, there are sometimes rabbits, and there are often wolves. And in this kind of weather, you don't know about the wolves until you shoot the rabbits and you pick them up and you smell. And then, suddenly, you've got a bunch of wolves, and you've got a wolf, and they're not normally more than one. You've got a wolf chasing you while you're carrying the rabbits. So this pond, usually, wait, there you go, it's at least two. One. We'll get the other one. I love that. You shoot an arrow and the spraying mist disappears. Right. Don't want to hang around too much. I want to get over here on the left. Thought I heard crows, which is good, because if there's crows it probably means that there is a deer carcass over there somewhere. And that means there's more meat and there's more stuff to leave behind in here to cure for when I come back. Right, well, let's just drop the rabbits off here. And we'll have a look around just out here. And one of these one of these cars, there's usually a Polaroid or a memento. I can't remember, it's one of them. Normally some coal over here. Yeah, that's what we want. Loads of coal. Might leave some here actually for when we come back. Anything hiding behind anything? No.
I wonder if I can drop any of this here.
I think it's this one that's off on a Polaroid. Come on. Yeah, this one. Which one is it? Never found the cougar in here. Now, is that the one from the... I can't tell. Is that the one from the house, or is that the one that's the obscure one up the mountain? Can't remember. Oh, I forgot there was a bench in here. Nice, we'll have that. That. In there though.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Nothing else. Time is it? I don't want to carry the rabbits with me, but I don't want to walk around in a whiteout. So I think we'll sleep here and we'll make the final push in the morning when I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh. Okay, so we are clearing up. I'm gonna go and see. Too late, I've decided I'm staying. But I'm going over here. Because I can hear birds. Can't see them. There. Right, so there's a deer carcass. So that means I'm going to have 4 guts, 2 rabbit and a deer carcass, deer skin to pick up when I come back. And that is just a nice thing. It's trying to plan ahead and have stuff in different places and not having to carry it all around with me. So we'll have that. There's not much meat, but we'll have it. And I'm going to drop it because that means I don't smell while I'm taking the skin and the guts off, which means I've got less chance of attracting a wolf that's probably just the other side of these rocks and down the path a bit, if memory serves. No, so I never do the skin and the guts with the hacksaw because it takes ages.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Okay. Let's get back over here. It's another rabbit. It's just one. We'll have it. Oh, stand still. I haven't got the achievement where you throw a stone and hit a rabbit from about 4 miles away or whatever it is. It's too much, like... I can think of a good place to try and get it. Oh, there's another one. I can make some arrows in this place, I think. It's another reason why it's a useful place to stop.
Damn.
Right.
I'm freezing.
Oh, good spot. Right. We're going to go over here, where it's probably a little bit sheltered. It should be, yes.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Drop everything so we don't attract stuff. Wow, there's a lot of sticks.
Perfect.
That's going to warm me up. Good. Right. We'll make some water because I'm going to leave some water behind. Like I said, in the interest of planning ahead. Cook that while we get this stuff.
Man, all I can think about is food. Alright, it's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
I brought the broth with me because it's good. There's a lot of calories to carry around. I mean, okay, it's quite heavy for the calories, but it's
I wonder
good.
if I can drop any of this
I also
gear.
think I might, if I can, leave it to be able to make some stews. Right. Oh no, hang on. Let's drop everything so that I don't smell. everything. 3 litres. Do you know what? Nothing wrong with having another 2. One more. One of the risks of kind of killing everything in an area like I have done here is that one of the settings on Interloper is that respawn rates for animals is a lot lower or slower. I'm not sure what the right phrase is. So you don't necessarily get
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
rabbits back. There might be one when I come back this way, but there's unlikely to be more than that. And that's always a risk, which is why I like to leave the odd little bit of food lying around. Like I left a tin, I left a couple of cooked rabbits, a couple of kilograms of cooked rabbit food from my cooking frenzy at the end of the last episode behind in Transfer Pass. I left, I think, a litre of water, I left a can of dog food, and I left I think it was a granola bar or something. And that's because I don't want to turn up back there and possibly be really hungry and not have anything. So it's one of the, again, I can't remember the name of the lady I watched, who's a YouTuber. She's an author as well, and she used this phrase, and I think I talked about this ages and ages ago in one of the first videos when I had no idea what I was doing, and about being kind to your future self. And in the long dark, I think she means in the long dark, but it could be true in life as well, I guess. In long dark, I try and do that, is leave stuff behind, always leave stuff behind. It's why I wanted to leave things behind in Transfer Pass. It's why I wanted to find a deer, so there was a pile of meat there for when I came back. It's why I left a bear skin in Broken Railroad along with a bunch of other stuff. It's having stuff there, so when you get to a place you've already been, you don't need to worry about stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is having all this stuff ready, cured for when I come back, along with a load of water. How much have I got left? A bit. Right, I am going to spend an hour reading a book. And no, I'm not doing it again. Right, okay. How are we for? We're all right. Can we get a decent one? That's half decent. We'll have it. Can we get another one? No, it's a bit rubbish, but okay.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh yeah, we want to drop it all, don't we? Five in the end. Nice. We'll drop this here. And we'll drop the rabbit skins just in between. Sorted. Is that everything? That's everything. Right. We might make some arrows before we leave in the morning. But for now, I'll probably leave some water as well. I'm not carrying 5 litres around with me. For now, we'll just go to sleep. I mean, it is quite early in the morning, and I don't want to walk around because it'll be really cold. I definitely need to fix that. I need a toolbox or a new one. I might need to make one of them soon. Right. We'll make a couple of arrows. We'll make at least let's break that one first. 5 broken arrows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 8. I don't have a toolbox. It's going to take me a while. So we'll make 1. Right, and it's quite a lot of the day's gone. So we'll get out of here and we'll make some more when we get to the airfield.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh yeah, we're going to drop some of the coal. Oh yeah, and the water. Ugh. We'll leave that here. Nice. Not carrying around anything that smells. Why do I seem heavier than yesterday? I suppose I have picked up more coal. Right, let's go. Let's get out of here. I'm expecting a wolf quite early on this morning. I didn't know this, and it's only because someone commented on it in a Discord channel. In fact, if you're here watching from the SF Plays Discord channel, hello. I can't remember who it was from there, but when I put a screenshot in and said, where am I? Into the, where am I in the Long Dark channel, someone said, ooh, I know where you are. It's one of these regions because the texture on the rocks is different. I'm impressed that you know that, because I didn't. And speaking of where am I think that's what we're going to do. I'm also about 2 weeks ahead of myself at the moment, recording wise, so that where am I, if you're watching from the SF Plays channel, which is incidentally, he's tagged in every single video that I put up here. It's, if you haven't come from there and you've come from other places, go watch it. Having a fantastic journey learning the Long Dark. Very entertaining. He does a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Game wise, hours of entertainment. So yeah, go follow that through. And if you're here from there, hello. Right, this feels like Forsaken Airfield in a nutshell.
Jesus, this is cold.
Yep, what she just said is basically Forsaken Airfield. This has got blizzard all over it.
It's goddamn freezing.
Minus 12 even here, brilliant. Right, we need to... We'll be alright, because there's a path to follow and I know where I'm going. But, what is it outside? Minus 36! Oh, jeez. It was minus 43 before you factor in the clothing. And other bits. Jeez. and this is one of the reasons why I will always carry 3 coal around with me. I say, hoping you can actually hear me over the blizzard. I might have to edit the volume of my voice up, because if you can find somewhere sheltered, just FYI, the wind changes during a blizzard, so it could be sheltered one minute and not sheltered the next. If we can find a really good spot where it's sheltered and you've got 2 or 3 coal on you. Coal is like, was it 20 or 25 Celsius for each piece of coal? So you've got 3 of them, that's plus 60 minimum, and that gets you over pretty much most blizzards in terms of temperature. So carrying 3 coal around with you, along with some sticks, because you can't light fires with coal, as I discovered once and then died. That's normally enough to get you out of a blizzard. The hard bit is finding the place that's sheltered so that the fire doesn't go out. And even then, you've got to be careful. Right, now, normally I'd cut across over there somewhere to the big hangar, but not today. I'm taking it safe. And expect this for the next few episodes. If I hang around Forsaken Airfield, just expect, yes, I need one of these. It's very exciting. I'm going to leave the door open as well. I tend to leave doors open, and you may have noticed that if you're watching when I was in Pleasant Valley. I tend to leave doors open if I can, because it just gives you that fraction of a second if you're running away from a wolf, whereby you don't have to open the door, you just go straight in. And again, learned to my cost that opening doors gives wolves time enough to maul you. So yeah, leave doors open. That's my suggestion. Replacement fuse. Did I check? I didn't check under the bonnet of that one. It doesn't matter. Do that another time. Right, let's get out of the weather. I forgot that's where the radio is. I must remember that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, a bunch of clothes. Going to be alright for material, I suspect. Weather sounds so horrible. One of the things that is particularly true of the Forsaken Airfield, and particularly this one, but definitely the other regions as well, is its sounds. The sounds of the storms sound just horrendous. And if you stand in certain places, like I did there, it's just horrible.
Nobody needs
And
this
I'm hoping
anymore.
very much that you guys can't hear the siren that's just gone off outside here. It sounds like a car alarm, but I think there it goes again. But with the I think I've said this before, and I apologise for repeating myself. The houses here in Cairo aren't insulated because they don't need to be for most of the year because it's raging hot. So in winter it's freezing cold. It's not freezing cold. It's not very warm inside. Another flare shell. Yes, that's crucial. I nearly said that's big, but that's somebody else's catchphrase. So, I can't remember what I was saying then. But yeah, the houses here. So when something happens outside, it sounds like it's happening inside if it's close. And that's what was just going on. Right, Loads of time left, but the weather's appalling.
I can't feel my feet.
Right, we're going to loot in here, but I am not going to fix the transmitter yet. Nice. Bit of vitamin C. No driving gloves. No driving gloves. Don't really need the leather. The only thing I'm likely to need leather for is to fix the deer moose bag thing, because unless that's changed, you know what? Probably the door's closed. Because unless that's changed, the only way, not the only way, but the way you fix the moose bag is by a piece of leather. It means you don't have to go and kill the moose again. Because I'm not going to lie, to fix a moose hide satchel with a whole other moose hide would be a bit unreasonable. Oops. 3 pairs of... I don't want any more of them.
I think I can use this.
Nice. Hey, there's a good pile of gear on this shelf, isn't it? For Interloper. Now, I'm not sure whether that hat is actually going to be a big deal or not, because I've got the rabbit hat.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Do you know what? Not actually bad loot for Interloper. Another one of them, that's just going to end up being a scrap metal for forging. Don't need the spray pen, don't need the cardboard box. There's a whole load of these big pieces of cloth which are useful. I'm not tearing them up unless I need. Let's have a quick look at the hat situation. So it's 2 degrees wind, but is it better than their rabbit hat? It might actually be better than the rabbit hat, because it gives that little bit more windproofing. 4% protection. It's arguably better than the rabbit hat. It's slightly lighter. I should probably be wearing it, really, shouldn't I? That's a decision to make another day. Wow, I am quite overweight. Picked up a lot of stuff. In a minute. See if there's anything else. Nope. Okay. Game-changing moment. I'm not reading all this now. So now we've got the tails. It's a shame the view isn't very fun to look at, but we've now got the tails to work towards. And if we don't know if they're all going to be there, yes, because I've finished them, the third one will appear at some point. Because I've repaired that one already. That's the problematic one. Because when you repair that one, well, I'll talk about it later, but that one and what you have to do, yeah, right, oh, there it is, there's the third one. I could enter sundered part. I could go and do these two, but I kind of want to do them in order. So that's probably what I'm going to do, even though I could do number 2 and although, yeah, I don't know. I think I might do them in order. Okay, right. I think we're lugging around enough stuff for me to need to go and unpack stuff. There we go. There's another tail just appearing. They're all there. As soon as you've finished all the tails, they're all there for you to do at any time. As soon as you pick the radio up. The first time you do it, you have to complete the first one to get the second one, and the second one to get the third one. But once you've completed all 3...
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Alright, once you've completed all 3, as soon as you pick the radio up, you get all 3. Oh, the peace after that storm, my goodness. Right, okay. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I might now, because the storm has finished,
walk with this much gear.
Actually fix the... And I think this is the only one that they do this for, but the stuff you need to fix this transmitter is always right next to... I'm so heavy. 71 kilograms. Okay, let's fix this. Wires. And then metal. Now I'm not going to turn it on yet because what I want to do, oh, so much clearer. What I want to do is unpack all of this gear first. What I want to do is go out there and clear the walls out, because I know that there's a cache over there somewhere. And as soon as you turn on,
oh, I'm starving.
As soon as you turn on a transmitter, you're guaranteed, and I think it's true in Interloper as well, you're guaranteed to get an Aurora that night. I don't want an Aurora until I've cleared out and checked out there's no walls in that area over there, in that kind of big open space behind that destroyed building. And the reason for that is I don't want to come across walls during an Aurora because they're mean and nasty, and a lot of the things that don't work, that do work, sorry, don't, in terms of clearing them off and getting rid of them, scaring them away. So in an Aurora they're extra special. So I want to clear them out first before I trigger the Aurora. I hope all that made sense. Felt a bit wittery. Basically, I'm not going out. I'm not doing the Aurora until I've shot some walls and make sure there won't be any to bump into. big old waste of time. Right, this weird thing here is actually a hatch you can search. I didn't know this until I saw somebody else do it. I've been that way. They're not normally good for gear, the planes and the helicopters, but they're still worth checking. Because, you know, it's the long dark and you need every little last bit of resources you can get. Don't think there's anything in there. No. One arrow down is almost, yeah, you need one of them. Is
This
almost
pack is getting
warm
too heavy to carry.
in the far territories, so we'll take that. That's good. Another one of them is very helpful. I don't think I need any more fuses, if I'm honest. Nope. To be fair, the loot so far has actually been pretty good for the far territories. I am not complaining. Do need to eat something in a minute. What? I've been in here. I'm sure that said it was already open. Empty, sorry.
I'll take it.
Nice, that's useful. Like I said, the loot has been kind. Very kind. Right, okay. How much am I carrying? 57 kilograms. That's quite a lot of stuff, isn't it? Apologies, this episode appears to be me searching through a lot of cupboards. I might have decided to speed them up when I'm editing because there's an awful lot of empty ones because it's Interloper.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
If memory serves, I've also got to look out for a recipe card while I'm in the hangar. Now, I suppose what I'm doing is also a bit of an experiment. because not turning the transmitter on, I don't know whether just fixing it is going to trigger an aurora or whether you've actually got to turn it on to trigger an aurora. I don't know that, so in some ways this is an experiment.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You won't have to, because we're going to put a load down. Right, let's eat something. We'll have a tin of this. And we'll have this. Here. Right. Here we are going to put down a bunch of coal, because I don't need to carry all that around with me. Okay, right, we'll unload some of the gear in here. Right, we don't need to carry 7 of them around. Need to carry them. Don't need to carry that. Don't need to carry those. Can get rid of 3 of them because I always carry 5. Don't need to carry that. Don't need to carry them. Don't need to carry them or that. Don't need to carry 18 of them. Wow. Don't need to carry that. Don't need that. Don't need them. Don't need that. Use that up in a minute. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need to carry that. Don't need to carry that technically. Get rid of. Oh, nearly filled it up. Don't need that or that or that. We'll worry about that another time. Don't need that or that. We're definitely running out of space. Do you know what? We'll drop all that in a pile. Anything else? Not at the moment. Okay, so clothing that needs to be sorted out. That's 3 pairs is ridiculous. That, both of those, that, shoes. Thank goodness. Maybe we'll drop that for the moment. Something else. The jeans. That was it. There shouldn't be anything left. That was it. Right. Okay. We will drop both of those. And we will drop 3 of those. And they can all sit up on top of here. I will be arranging stuff using the customization element at some point, so that I don't have to keep going downstairs into the dark. But right now, we'll leave it there. Right. Let's go downstairs first. One of the things I will be doing tomorrow, in-game tomorrow, not real life tomorrow, is going trying to find some deer and getting a supply of food sorted, so that I don't have to worry about that, because food is not always readily available. A massive bag of salt. I really should make a 1 potato. 1. You stingy bag. I really should make that meat curing thing. Never done it, but I left the I'll have to go into. Oh, I forgot. There's a load of batteries. I'll have to go into zone of contamination to get one of the boxes of special tools, and nice. And don't really want to do that. I might take the bed upstairs at some point. Can't take this upstairs, but I can, I think. Yeah, I can take the mattress upstairs. I might take the crafting bench upstairs. Not now, but at some point. Yeah. Because otherwise you need light. And I'd rather just use natural light up here. Okay, we're not sorting the floor out, we're going to go upstairs. What time is it? There's a lot of paper in these drawers. It's not helpful. Now, actually, thinking about it, not that one, this one. The only time I have used the spray cans for anything significant and useful is in the cave. There's a massive transition cave between all three of the Far Territory regions, and it's horrendously big and complicated and very easy to get lost in. So in my most successful run, which is still going, where I've completed the Tales, I have I can't remember what I was saying. I have sprayed out a route through it so I can't get lost. Now, if I'm doing the Tales in this run, I will need some spray cans because I will be using that cave. So I normally ignore spray cans, but I'm picking them up for the moment. Oh, look, the teddy. I'm not going to lie. I edit out an awful lot of ums. I'm very conscious that I go a lot. So when I'm editing, since I changed the setup so that the voice recording goes on a different channel, which makes life really easier when it comes to editing, I cut out so many ums. Useful. Nice. As I said, the loot is being kind to us today. It probably means it will be mean elsewhere. But someone on the Discord that I was mentioning earlier talked about, they wondered how much wood and metal they would get if they just went into the dam one day in Mystery Lake and just broke down every bit of metal and trashed every bit of wood. I get and wondered how much metal and wood they'd have and whether it'd keep them going for the rest of the game or not. And I get the same impression that if you did that here, you trashed everything in that's the door outside. If you trashed everything in the hangar, you could end up with an awful lot of metal and wood that will keep you going for a very long time. Right, it's getting a bit dark. This reminds me of Black Rock. there's a bed up here. I forgot there was a bed up here. Maybe I should be sleeping up here and not worrying about moving the bed. Might do that actually. Forgot there were beds up here. And again, if you can hear a dog barking, oh yes, that's again outside. It feels like it's happening just outside my door. There are a lot of stray dogs in Cairo, and sometimes it feels like they're having a barking competition, because there's so many of them barking all at once. And quite often it happens in the middle of the night, so you can wake up, you can literally be woken up because there's a gang of dogs down the road, all barking at another gang of dogs. And sometimes it's funny, and sometimes when you're tired it's just really, really annoying. Yeah, sea salt. Oh, nice. My goodness, the loot is being very, very kind. This is going to come back and bite me on the backside at some point. I'm going to go somewhere and there's going to be nothing. I am a bit heavy as well. I think, yeah, 60 kilograms. That must be the water. That must be the water that I picked up. Yeah, I mean, all this is material. That's like 10 pieces of material there. A whole massive chunk of wood if you trash that. Leather, and look at that.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
1.5 litres. Wow. Thank you, Long Dark. Do you know what? I'm going to go downstairs and unload all of this. And we'll have to sort it out because I still haven't done all the downstairs rooms. Oh, I know why I'm also heavy, because I picked up 5 kilograms worth of salt. So that would be why I picked up a lot of water, and I picked up, is it 5 or 10 kilograms worth of salt? So that would be why I'm ultra heavy. Right, okay. Let's drop that to start off with. Drop some of the water. Put that up here. Oops, come on, just stand there. We'll move that over here and we'll deal with it another time. We're going to drop 2 of them, we're going to drop 1 of them. What else are we going to drop? I haven't got enough little bits, we might drop that. We'll drop a couple of them. We'll drop 1 of them. We'll drop 1 of them. Right, okay. Put you over there. Just realised I'm hungry. I need to eat a bunch of these things. else. A bunch of coal down over here. Put a couple of bits in this down here. Need to fix my spare gloves. Right. We'll probably use that table. We'll sort something out. But for the moment, I think I'm just going to sleep quietly in the corner down here. I'm not running around. Let's put that away. I think this is already quite a long episode, so I think we're going to call it a day there. We'll, you know what, we'll have that as well. I don't think we'll be able to read the book. I think I've got rid of that anyway. Right, okay. We'll sort all this out in the morning. Whether I record me sorting it out or not, I don't know. Not the most exciting watch. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time when we'll go exploring around Forsaken Airfield and other bits, really. But thank you for watching. Another long walk episode, but we've got to the place we wanted to go. And I will see you in the morning in episode 30, I think. Not sure. Anyway, thank you for watching and good night.